lovelies, this is Simsfell and welcome to this week's bonus episode of Niche Pirate Cove with the Sea Stag Fleet, where we are carrying on with the love story of Sailor Aqua and the beautiful Sailor Wonder. Or is it Firstborn Wonder? I think it's Firstborn Wonder, actually. Yep, there we go. She is the firstborn, I keep forgetting. So we are carrying on with their love story and just quickly hopping back to address some of the comments from the previous episode. You lovelies have been really stressing that I should move Tsunami and Winter over to this ship in order to breed. And that is something that is at the back of my mind. I am thinking about that for sure. But I want to wait and see what child Sugar ends up having. If she ends up having someone who is compatible with Sailor Revel, then I won't breed, I won't bring Tsunami and Winter over. I will just breed these two siblings. But if it doesn't end up being compatible, then I'll move both of them or one of them over, depending. So I haven't worked it out yet. That is, I am considering that because a few of you have mentioned it. So when you guys mention some things a bunch of times, it makes me think that it's actually a viable thing. So yeah, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate all of those things because a lot of the times I do overlook some things without meaning to, but I do. So okay, let's get started. So we dealt with those two ships. I think we were over here, and when we left off, we had Sailor Aqua sort out some papers and stuff with Captain Plum, or at least some leaves maybe, I don't know. But we had that going on, and Plum was actually quite interested in Aqua, not knowing that Aqua was actually coming here for her daughter. So she's gonna hop probably in this direction because there are bundles here, but also for this berry bush that she's kind of aiming for. So we're probably gonna send her over there so she can collect some food. Is you leeched? No. Are you leeched? No, that's just his tail. Okay, so they have the fishing tail is a really funky tail that looks very funny, and I guess that makes sense if it's shaped like that, why it could be used for fishing. So, okay. I think I said we would wait until Silver passed away, which she's gonna do in the next day or two before we have Aqua declare his love for Wonder, but I definitely think he would be wandering around her, trying to impress her. Are there any bundles? Well, she has spotted a bundle, so she's gonna jump for it. And she doesn't really care that he's in the area. Yeah, she's kind of intrigued by the fact they have a stranger on the ship, but she doesn't really know anything about him. I don't think she's very interested. I feel as though Wanda is someone who doesn't exactly think about the viability of this ship as much as the other females. The other females are like, oh my goodness, we have a male. But Wanda's kind of lost in La La Land. But I think Aqua's going to keep trying, and he is going to come right up to her. And I think this is the first time he's actually met her face to face. So this is going to be quite exciting for him. I do feel like he's a very charismatic nicheling, in my opinion. So I think he'll do fine. Okay, so over here we had cute little Tide following the flow of the waters around the island to where the rest of his family is. He has been left on his own devices, but I think he's going to be fine. And we actually have 4 nichelings on this ship. That means Stella is okay to go ahead and, oh my goodness, Trap's going to pass away too. No! Trap! I'm going to miss Trap so much. But Stella can jump up and actually make a nest. So she's going to come here. She is going to smack that bundle, make her own nest right over this molehole. And then I think Lieutenant Dolphin is actually going to try and jump up here. Trap, I think, is also going to come out of the water and collect this food. I feel like they want to spend their last moments close together, especially because Dolphin looks up to Trap so much. And they were in the water, splashing around, having fun at the end of their life. Not for Dolphin, but mainly for, I guess, Stella, but it was mainly for Trap and Demon, who were born really close to each other. But now I think that they know Trap's last day is here, they want to get up on land and be close to each other. Somewhere dry, you know, as they speak about stuff that's happened in their lives and exchange some nice stories about all the adventures Trap has had and passes on some knowledge. And of course, I think he'd want to see his child born before he drops into a pile of bones, which it sounds very sad because it is sad. But okay, I think everyone is done. We have 2 nichelings on a nest. Yeah, we've got 2 nichelings on a nest. So let's go ahead and see what they have. I think, oh, this is so difficult. See, I could be at the White Hawk for Trap and for Stella's baby, but then at the same time, Cannon's over here as well. Cannon's gonna pass away. But to be honest, I think that I feel closer personally, and I don't know, but I feel as though you guys would care a little bit more about Trap than you would about Cannon. So as sad as that sounds, I'm gonna go ahead and just focus in on Trap as he passes away and see what child he leaves behind. She's so pretty. Is she an albino? What? We have 3. Who is the? Oh, Silva. Yeah, okay. Silva, Cannon, and Trap died. Oh, is she an albino nicheling? She's got the albino trait. She's got these beautiful red eyes. She's so pretty. She is so pretty. Okay, so we have her born, and she is. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. D and oh, she's compatible with Dolphin. Huzzah! Okay. D and K. Yeah, she is compatible with Dolphin because he is I and K and she is D and B. This is amazing. And he doesn't have any albinism, so that's quite interesting. But they're compatible, which is really awesome. I guess the whole white coat is going to be staying in the family. We need to go ahead and name her. And she is not a firstborn. She does have fishing tail, and she is an absolute monster of a fisher. So that's really cool. We're going to name her Sailor. Let's have a look at the names list. Oh, this is cute. I'm gonna name her Sailor Trixie. Sailor Trixie. Welcome to the family. I'm so glad to have her with us. Okay, and now we need to jump over all the way to the other side of the archipelago to see. Oh, you, my darling, need the blue gemstone. Do you have breathing ability? I don't know, she doesn't. Okay, well, we're gonna jump all the way to the other side, and oh, she had another boy, so we're gonna have to move someone over, it seems. And he is a good fisher, which is amazing, to be honest. He doesn't have underwater breathing ability, which I guess is fine. Did we have a breather, underwater breather here? Was that aqua? No, it was ocean. Yeah, okay, I see. We've got 2. We've got ocean, and we have tide. Ocean and tide. So they are the underwater breathers. We need to go ahead and name this lovely boy, and his name is going to be, let's see, Sailor. And why are you turned around? Turn this way. We want to see your face, your lovely face. Okay, we're gonna name him Sailor. From the names list, I want to choose Mako. Sailor Mako. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so his immunities, he has G and I, G and H. G and I, G and H. C, okay, who's got the G and I? Mako would be compatible with Winter, but so would Tsunami be. Yeah, okay, so Tsunami and Mako are both G and I. What I think I'll do, guys, because I don't think it's useful to move everyone over, because if we move these 2 over, I do keep 5 nichelings per ship. I think what I'm going to do is move Winter over to this ship, and instead of being mates with her older brother Tsunami, she's going to be mates with her younger brother Mako. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Just because... Is Sugar actually... I think Sugar's also a sibling... I mean, Sapphire's also a sibling of theirs. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to end up doing. As sad as that makes me, that is what we'll have to do. Because it's just the best way to move things around, in my opinion. Okay, so that was a lot of talking and a lot of chatting. We are at 20 nichelings now. 158 food and 109 nesting material. Okay, so Revel, I think, is going to step over the bones of his father and try and uncover more grasses, because that's just what he needs to do. And I did see some Razorina, but they have escaped me, which kind of sucks. Ah, Razorina! Where'd you go? The Razorina has escaped me, so I'm kind of sad about that, but hey. I think everyone here will be able to just do whatever they want. They'll be fine. And interestingly enough, Mako has 1 fertility, and Revel has 4. Winter has 4, and Tsunami also has 1. So they're pretty much just the same. We're not exactly sacrificing anything or getting anything new. He's got web-tined legs, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to start moving Winter over in this direction. She'll move in the water, I think. Oh, there's a Razorina. And then she'll probably come across somewhere around here where Sugar is. And we can get that going. And I think by the time she gets there, Sugar will be probably at the end of her life, so we'll have room to get started with some breeding over there. And that means exciting news on this side, because Sapphire and Shark can breed, finally. Okay, so I don't know if we put mutations in for them. I don't think we did. Let's see. Fertility, I think... No, actually, we're okay on fertility, because Shark, surprisingly, has like 6 fertility, so they're okay. If I were to give him anything, he's got recessive water body. I think I would give him probably a fishing tail or another claw. A fishing tail or a claw. I think I'd give him a fishing tail. Maybe a claw? What is Sapphire? Sapphire has double claw though. See, this is difficult. I don't think I'll give him anything, but I think I'll give Sapphire water body and a different snout. So I'll give her water body, and then I will give her a separate snout. Now, what snout do we want? It'll be useful to have the cracker jaw again. It would be useful. Even though we do have nichelings with a lot of cracker jaw around these parts, I do think it would be useful to have cracker jaw. I know you guys don't like me messing around with their physical appearance. Not cosmetic appearance, but, you know, the actual physical structure of them. But I said I would leave it alone as long as it's not derp snout, because that irks me, so I have to change it. Gills are useless. I feel like Crackerjaw is the most useful out of all the stuff we have. I mean, if we had stuff like the duck, the platypus beak, and stuff, I would go ahead and even try putting that in, because that's useful as well, in my opinion. But I think Crackerjaw is the only useful thing we have right now, so I'll leave it at that. And I'll go ahead. Oh, there we go. He is so fertile. So fertile, Shark. You're amazing. Okay, I think I will get her to jump up here, make a nest, destroy this berry bush, and just feast on those berries. She's gonna do that. And that way, any children they have can also crack open these coconuts and then the clams, which are an important source of food. Like, look at Tsunami. He can crack open this. He can crack open that. He'll probably get knocked by a nut, so I shouldn't have done that. But hey, it's okay. In our version of the challenge, at least, it's not a big deal, especially because of how much resources we have. It's not a big deal if someone gets knocked by a coconut and just dies earlier. That's just room for us to breed more. So it's not the worst thing. It sounds really sad, but it's not exactly the worst thing. Okay, so Shark's gonna dive into the waters, into the shallows at least, and then try and see if I can find some fish. And he can't really find anything, which sucks just a little bit. But okay, let's move on to this side. We have 5 nichelings, so we don't need to be going ahead and breeding or anything, but Ocean is gonna jump this way and break his baby brother's nest. And oh look, there's a Razorina nearby that he could tackle if he wanted to, but he's not going to, because he's too young for that. And Denver, I don't think, has water breathing. No, he doesn't, so he's gonna step on the sand. And look at this. Gold, gold, gold. I am so tempted to jump this way to get that Razorina. I'm so tempted. I want everyone to just jump this way. There's like this great Razorina hunt. And oh my goodness, that Razorina. We're just so desperate for it. Firestone's gonna grab this piece of food, and she is gonna come splashing around, trying to get near that Razorina. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to catch it, but look at the family, just everyone coming right back here, splashing. I can just imagine them splashing through the water, climbing over each other to try and get to this Razorina, because that's the first time I've seen a Razorina in a long time. And poor little Denver is probably so confused, like, what? Why are you guys so excited for? Okay, over here we have had silver dye. Sky has a few days left before she passes away. 3 days. But that means we have room to actually breed. So Aqua is going to try his luck with Wanda. And even though she doesn't really know anything about romance and all of those petty things, he's going to go ahead and try and make her see world through a different pair of eyes. And it worked. She was charmed by him and his lovely blue eyes and all these fantastical tales he was weaving and songs he was singing in her honor and glory and serenading her. And now she is going to jump into this nest, clear away this piece of grass, and try and dig a little bit at the ground here because she thinks she sniffed something with her wondrous nose. But she's going to jump there. Do we have any mutations we can pop in for them? Let's have a look. I think an extra claw or a tail would be really useful for us. Aqua, he's got claw and tail, so he's okay on that side. I think what I'll do is I'll give Aqua and I'll give, so they've both got recessive water body is the thing. I'll give her a claw and I'll give her a fishing tail. You know what? I'll leave the genetics because there's nothing I really want to put in except for high fertility because you guys have been making me aware of that and I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. So I will put high fertility in each so that they have a little bit of that. They can hopefully bump up their fertility because Aqua, I'm surprised he even managed to win her over the first go because he's got like really low fertility and she's got normal fertility, but hopefully that's going to help them improve. And poor Plum, I feel so sorry for her, but they are practically covered by like the berry bushes and a rock and stuff, and they had grass there before. So Plum came here thinking that she could always go back to Aqua later on whenever she felt like it, but the thing is she doesn't realize that Aqua has gone there for Wanda, and I think while she was just busy sniffing around innocently trying to get food, she's probably going to look up from her little cliffside here and just see her daughter, pregnant daughter, just coming out and settling onto the nest. And I don't know, but I can just imagine her heart being broken. And she seems like such an adorable, innocent little nicheling. I just want to hug her. I feel so bad for her, but I feel like it's not like Aqua gave her false hope. It's just that she was a little bit of a romantic, you know? But just imagine how sad she would feel to see her daughter just coming out of the grasses with this like huge belly. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad for her. Why did I have to weave the story in that way? I don't know. But Sky is going to jump down here where all the bundles are running towards and see if she can snag them because apparently fish hunting not really happening. And I think Plum would be resolved to try and pluck some berries to make herself feel better. Oh, Plum, my darling, I'm so sorry. Okay, and then Aqua, I think he is going to just take out that whole berry bush and then he is going to purr in satisfaction and also to give some of that healing energy over to his pregnant mate so that when she has their offspring, hopefully the offspring is going to be healthy and all of that amazing things. Even though we already know it's going to be healthy because we've hit it that way, but still. And Trap has passed away. Trap. I'm so sad. But we don't need to do any breeding right now. We're going to wait until Trixie is old and then she and Dolphin could probably get together. And we'll be fine on that account. So we're okay in that sense. I guess Plum is a captain, so we don't want to send her over at all. But I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. D and K, I and B. See, Plum even matches with Tide, but I don't think we would go in that direction at all. I think we would just wait for Trixie to get older and just sustain their population like that. But okay, I think Tide is gonna jump up here. I think he's gonna keep trying to move in this direction, see if he can find any fish. And nope, he did not manage to. He managed to find a rock. Right, and then Dolphin is gonna dive back into the waters, I think, and continue on his journey, doing whatever he was supposed to be doing beforehand even. Stella is going to destroy this nest and jump down into the waters as well. She's going to come this way to the bones of her other brother, Demon, and pay her respects. Jeez. And with that said and done, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.